Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how to make these adorable little earrings, and I've called them Christmas tree earrings because, well, I think they look like Christmas trees. You can make the kite shapes in any size you like and use any crystals you like as well. So let's get started. You will need some number 11 delicate beads, number 15 seed beads, number 8 seed beads, 4 jump rings. I've got 6mm ones here, but 4 or 5s would work. 2 bicones and 2 drop crystals, any colour or size you like. So to start with, I'm going to pick up 3 of the number 8s and 1 of the number 15s. I'm going to use a file line join, but one thing I did notice was that in this circumstance the file line join didn't seem to hold these 4 beads as tight as I would have liked them. I did go around and make a second pass, so a surgeon's knot might be better in this instance. What I did was, after I'd finished the earrings, I positioned these 4 beads the way I wanted them, and then I went over them with clear nail polish. Ideally you want these to sit in a nice square shape, like raw or craw, like the start of that. Then I'm just going to pass through the delicate bead, and this is where we will start the kite shape. You can make this kite shape as big or as small as you want, and if you would like me to show you how to join them so that they make a chain, just please let me know in the comments. So we're going to pass up through the delicate bead on the right, and these 2 beads here are the increase beads that will run all the way up the center of the kite shape. I'm going to turn it over so that my thread is exiting the left bead now, and move my beads to the right. I don't know why I put them on the left. So pick up 2 more beads. I'm going to pass through the bead on the right. Oh, now we're going to pick up 1 delicate bead and come up through the increase bead on the right that we've just picked up. To make sure that bead isn't sat wonky. Now on this side, you're going to pass through 2 beads. So we're going to pass down through 2 beads. And passing down through 2 beads will always be on this side, and on the other side it will always be passed through 1. So I'm going to pick up 1 bead, and now I'm going to pass up through 2 beads. And already we have a mini tree. So again, I'm going to turn it over and pick up 2 for the increased beads, and you can see that there isn't a second bead to pass through. Then this is why it makes it easy to remember that this side is 1. So we pick up 1, or peyote 1, and then we're going to pick up another one, and we're going to pass through 1. And then we're going to pick up another one and pass through 1, which is peyote 1 really, I suppose. And again, I'm just going to turn my work over. I'm going to increase 2, but this time you can see now that it has to be a pass through 2. So you don't really need to worry about which side the 2 and the 1 is. It will show itself. And then we're going to peyote 1. Then we're going to pick up 1, come back through the peyote 1, and we're going to pick up 1 more, and again we're going to pass through 2. So you need to continue now to keep increasing to whatever kite size you would like. So, oops. I will just do 1 more round. That's not really a round, is it? It's more like an arc that you're working in. So we are now going to be peyoteing 2 along this edge. And as you increase the increased beads, the number of increased beads, then the number of peyote beads will also increase. And you can see that we've got that odd 2 there, so it's a pass through 2. Once you've got into the swing of it, it really works itself. And then peyote 2. So you'll notice that the kite doesn't even up so that both sides are equal until your thread is exiting the top increase bead, which also means that you will easily be able to see when both sides are even. When you've completed the end of a particular row, depending on the size Will depend how many peyote beads you do and how many increases. So I'm going to hustle on now, and my count, excuse me, my count along the bottom edge here is 8 beads. Before we start adding the number 15s in. So this is the last half. I've got 8 beads on this side and 7 beads on this side, and by the time I come up to the top again and complete the row, it will be 8 on this side as well. So again, I'm going to increase 2, and I'm going to peyote all the way down this side. So this is the last peyote bead, and my chosen kite size is now finished. So again, I do turn my work over. So you want your thread exiting the left or the right if you're left-handed, to be fair. So I picked up a bicone and a number 8, and we are exiting on the left. You can just see the thread. So we're going to miss out the number 8, pass through the bicone, and then we're going to come back through the increase bead, the adjacent increase bead. I want to try and get this number 8 to sit level. You will pass through it again, which will make it tighter. Then we're going to pick up a number 15, and we're going to peyote number 15s all the way along this edge. And I'm going to run out of thread, and I'm going to have to do a join. So I've done the file line join. Now because I'm using number 15s, if you try and pick up the number 15 and make the pass all in one, I find it really does yank the piece around, the thread around. So you can see I've just passed the 15 over the knot and then through the number 11, which it doesn't mind so much. fine line join will pass through a number 15, but it is a little tight. You can see that it's pulling. So now I need to work along through these beads to get to the other side. I'm just counting them. And I know it's going to end badly, but I'll show you how to deal with that. So all we're going to do is work through this edge row, working up and down. And then we're going to pass down through the adjacent increased bead there. I don't like doing this pass, but in this instance, I don't think you're going to notice it. And then we're going to work up and down for the remainder of this edge. You can probably see when I make this pass that I am keeping the needle in between the beads of the next row when it's pointed towards the kite. So as you can see, I am now in the wrong place because I need to exit this bead in the same direction. So all we're going to do is I'm going to pass through the bead on the left, the bead that I'm exiting, and it's a bit tight. And then we're going to pass through the adjacent bead on the second row. Don't worry about the thread because it will disappear in between the beads. So now we're going to come back through this bead, and now we're going in the right direction. It's kind of like the difference between odd count and even count peyote. And now I can pass through this bead, which puts me in the right place to add in my number 15s along this side. So you need to complete those, pass through the crystal and the number 8, back through the crystal, and end your thread in this area here. And that is your unit done. Now all we need to do is add on the crystals to the jump ring, pass through center number 8 at the bottom, close the jump ring, Notice how I'm twisting that jump ring. I'm not pulling it open left and right. I am forwards and backwards. If you don't do it this way, then your jump ring will go out of shape. I've just threaded on the earring wire. I'm going to pass through the top number 8 bead and close the jump ring again. And there we are, done. I do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you would like me to make some more earrings, bracelets, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.